Hey, welcome to the Paige family homestead. Today we're dehydrating, part of the hashtag Let's Dehydrate playlist. Come on and grab a cup of coffee, grab something to drink. We're gonna sit, talk, and dehydrate some wonderful blueberries. We're gonna cheat. So let's talk blueberries. Back in the day when I had my Nesco, I dehydrated a bunch of freshly picked blueberries, and I learned the hard way that unless you prick them or blanch them, they take days. Like the grapes, like seriously, they take forever. And then you got to rotate, and I did them once. I loved it. We used it for everything, and I was grateful to have it. But I wasn't looking forward to all that time with the dehydrator. But there's an easier way. You can do them fresh and take, those afro combs, those picks for the afro combs, and stab them so you got the holes, and you can put them out on your tray, or you can blanch them. And by blanch them, I mean boil your water, turn it off, throw them in, set the timer for like 30 seconds to a minute. 30 seconds will probably do it. It's just to soften the skin so that, or break the skin so that you can dehydrate them better. But an even easier way, I'm gonna get dirty. An even easier way is to freeze them. Throw them in the freezer and forget about them. Let them get rock hard. I'm not even gonna thaw them out. Okay, so what this does, when you freeze, the liquid inside crystallizes, turns to ice, and it breaks and softens the molecules of the skin so that you can dehydrate them so much easier. This is going to be a problem, maybe. I've been storing my racks because I've been busy dehydrating. So I've been storing my racks standing up. And yeah, I won't do that again because it kind of warped them a little bit. They'll go back, so I'm not too upset. So what I've got is 16 cups of frozen blueberries. Now, why am I dehydrating 16 cups of blueberries? I mean, they're in the freezer. I could just leave them like that, and I could. I very well could, and it wouldn't be a big deal, but my freezer space is valuable, very valuable to me. We're looking into buying a half cow or a quarter cow and a quarter pig. I don't know. We haven't finished discussing it. But I got to start working on the contents of that freezer because I'm a freezer hoarder. I really am. And I need to get it all cleaned up and out. So what I've got is, if you can see, I'll take pictures and throw them in. They're laid out. They're spaced out. They're not overlapping. We don't want any overlappage at all, okay? Now, typically, if you just take fresh blueberries and throw them on, say goodbye to your dehydrator for 2 to 4 days, because that's how long it's going to take. If you prick them, it can still take a long time. So I've never done them in the Cabela's dehydrator. We have a 24 tray Cabela. And I've never done the blueberries in that machine. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. You know that blueberries are a superfood. So to be able to have dehydrated berries and be able to sprinkle it on desserts of any kind. Yogurt. Take your plain yucky yogurt and throw a little bit of this in there. Stir it up, right? Muffins. Cupcakes, your cakes, just granola, throw them in your granola and eat them as a trail mix, right? Like, oh my gosh, it goes on and on and on. So I've got a lot of trays to get ready. I'm going to bring you back when they're in the Cabela. Oh, okay, so we've got 10 trays. It was 16 cups of blueberries. This is tray 11. I brought you back because I want to mention, if you follow our channel, you're aware that we do have that hashtag Let's Dehydrate playlist, sponsoring, assisting. It belongs to so many channels, well over 15, maybe even cusping 20. I need to get in there and count. It's got over 1,500 views. If you are a content creator and you dehydrate, whether it be with a dehydrator, whether you sun dehydrate, oven dehydrate, however, look, let us know that you're going to dehydrate and jump into the playlist with us. All you need to do is in the description of your video and in your tags, put in a hashtag Let's Dehydrate, one word, and let people know that it's open. And any channel creator is more than welcome to jump in and join us. Time to teach people how to dehydrate our foods, how to use our dehydrated foods. And like, who doesn't need another way of preserving foods today? So let's get tray number 11. We'd love to have you join us. It's I'll put the link to the playlist in the video description for everybody so that you can all go and take a look. And who doesn't need to grow more? And if it means that some of our friends see your video and join you and all the other people that are in the play. So remember, it's a fruit. Fruits are at $1.35. Shut the door. Look at those beautiful trays. Let me put the light on for you. Look at those. If I think I get what I'm going to get, I'm going to show you how to make some powders. So we want it at $1.35. Whoops, $1.35. And I know no, I'm gonna say 12. Let's see if I'm right. And it now shows the actual temperature inside the dehydrator and the set temperature, the set time, and as it runs, it'll tell me time remaining. It's pretty cool. I do enjoy this. And it seems to be dehydrating at a faster rate than my Nesco's did. So I know the Nesco time. Let's see what this gives us. Okay, we have 3 hours remaining from the 12 that we originally set. And I just wanted to bring you in. So we've gotten 8. There's still a few that are quite gushy. See that? And there's a few that are almost dry. No, I want this to go until I get up tomorrow. So it's been in for 8. I'm going to put it in for 6 hours total again. So I'm just going to stop this and set this for an additional, well, I'm going to put another 6. 14 hours, it should be done. There we go. I'm off to bed. So here we are, 14 hours in. They're tiny. They're so tiny. But they're wild blueberries. And as wild blueberries actually have more antioxidants and fiber and vitamins than the cultivated blueberries, I don't mind them being small. I was quite impressed with the fact that they were rock hard, solid, frozen to this in 14 hours. I was really pleasantly surprised because, like I said, my first voyage, it was a lot longer. There was things I didn't know, but they were so enjoyed that I thought I gotta do them again. So this year, when it's blueberry season, I guarantee we'll have triple this in the freezer. Guarantee. These aren't hard to get off. They're just so tiny. They just roll off And then I can throw them in my jar. I'm using one of my colored jars because this is a power food. I want to keep it out so that, I mean, you put it away a lot of times, you forget about it. I forgot about my other blueberries, by the way. And 6 months down the road, we found them and we enjoyed them. It was nice, but I don't want to forget about these. They're great for memory. They're great for helping to prevent Alzheimer's, onset of Alzheimer's. It's good for the skin, good for the heart, helps to lower your blood pressure. Now, in order to, my hands are clean. In order to benefit from this superfood, you are required a ½ cup a day. I can't afford that. I don't have that many to give both of us a ½ cup a day. Not of dehydrated, like fresh. So you would probably use, I don't know, ¼ cup, just, I don't know, depends. You'd have to measure it out if that's the way you're using it. We're going to be using it for smoothies, for baking, for, I don't know, putting in, I said baking, putting in a granola. We wanted to make a nice granola type bar. Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
And what are you doing right now?
The door.
Ah, yes. Our house is cold. We're getting a lot of frost. And the back porch deck is shifting, which makes my screen door not close properly. So he's fixing that for us because we're getting some really cold temperatures. And it just started, boom, like one day. It was just, oh, this won't shut. So he's doing that while I finish the video. And because we're getting a really super cold front coming, and we did get our side-by-side back from the dealers. We had overhauled. We wanted it tuned up, oils changed, new wires, blah, blah, blah. So we had them do that. And now we're going to go for a ride before it gets too cold. But back to these blueberries. I mean, I enjoy them in yogurt. You just take your yogurt and sprinkle these in. You don't even have to make them into a powder. You can just add them this way. I was considering, because I know I'm going to get a nice amount, I was considering making a powder with this, and I don't think I want to. I mean, it's easy enough. There is the sugars that you have to, like, the powder would clump because of the natural sugars in the fruit, but I think I just want to run away. I'm not letting it. I just think I'm going to leave it as is to use in muffins and our sweet breads. And, you know, if he wants to make oatmeal, he can throw a bunch of these in. I mean, wouldn't that be nice? Really? You know? And it's right here. So that's why the dark jar. I don't want to lose. Light will damage some or remove some of the nutrients in our dehydrated foods. I don't want it to for my superfood, so I'm putting it in a tinted jar. If you don't have a tinted jar, you can also just wrap the jar in some paper and it's fine, right? I have a friend who puts a little sleeve of parchment paper in there and then throws her stuff in, and it's kept out from the light. But if I have the jar, I'll use it. These things are expensive, and I don't even know if you can find them now.
I'm going to go get the mail.
Alrighty. Back home, getting the mail meant opening the front door and reaching around to the front where the mailbox was.
I'll have to use the side-by-side.
Oh, he has to use the side-by-side to go get the mail. Yes, I'm so sorry you have to suffer that.
I know.
But I took some notes. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, did you know that, what is it called? Eggplant. Eggplant is another superfood. So if you were concerned about wanting to get your ½ cup of superfoods in, you could mix and match. You could use a little bit of eggplant and a little bit of blueberry too, right? But I think any amount you can get in you is going to benefit your health greatly. But 15%, it lowers your blood pressure. 15% when you apply that ½ cup of superfoods a day. That's a lot. And for it to help with your skin and your eyesight, that's just incredible. It's not just carrots anymore. So I'm going to continue with this. Oh, my little silicone mats. I'll show you at the end of the video. They won't be stained anymore. These things are incredible. Watch it not work. But as a rule, I just need to rinse with hot soapy water, swish my hand around it, and rinse it in cold water and throw it over my dish rack over the kitchen sink there, and we're good to go. They dry on their own. So I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, the sink of bubbles, right? Nope. Look how purple that water is. So just swishing it. Look at this. The purple's all but gone. So I let them soak in here. This is the whole lot of them in here. I have a brush if I needed it, but I don't need it. I'm just going to let them soak another 10 minutes. Drain the sink, rinse them all off in cold water, and hang them up here to dry. So there we have it. It didn't take that long at all. And I'm surprised. Those 4 bags, so what was it? 16 cups of wild, tiny little blueberries. I'm heaped over the top of my jar. So I'm going to put some in here. Now, I know it's not dark and it's sticking a little bit, but that's the sugars, guys. But they are done. They are so done. And, oh, they are so good. My hands, I've already washed them twice. I'm still purple. These are worth doing, guys. So worth doing. So flavorful. I'm going to enjoy using them in my baked goods and smoothies and granola. Andy's been big on wanting me to make those quick grab and go granola bars for when we hit the road on the buggy, but now I got some. I'm going to mix these with cranberries, the dehydrated cranberries up here. I want to thank you all for joining us today. If you see them on sale, quite often you'll find them on sale even in the supermarket, in the freezer section. Scoop them up. Come home, slap them on, turn it on and go. And look what your reward is. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to give us the like, thumbs up. Give us a comment below. I love hearing from you. What do you use your dehydrated blueberries for? Have you done them before? Are you going to? Let us know. Remember to visit the link in the description. Hashtag Let's Dehydrate. And if you are a content creator and you dehydrate, it doesn't matter if somebody's already done it in the playlist. Everybody has their own style, has their own information. Put it on. Let me know. Thanks again for joining us. Share the video. Bye. See you tomorrow.